all you recovering emo kids. Amanda here with Emo Kids Anonymous podcast, and today I wanted to introduce you to a new mini series that I'm starting here on the podcast, our Emo Kids Anonymous book club. A couple of times a month, I'm going to be doing a review of a book that has something to do with our scene, whether or not it be a memoir from a band member of a particular band in our scene, or maybe it's a book about the history of emo itself. Either way, I want to share these books that I have read with you, because if you're someone like me who is interested in learning more about the scene, maybe some of the little, tidbits or secrets or things that, we didn't see in the magazines or we didn't see on the surface. If you're interested in finding out more about that stuff, then hopefully these books are a great way for you to learn more about the scene, become more invested in the scene, and kind of, have fun with it. So the first book that I wanted to showcase obviously just came out on April 8th, and that is Mark Hoppus's Fahrenheit 182. So this book is Mark's memoir about his time starting when he was a latchkey kid in the 1980s, dealing with his parents' divorce, moving around a lot, and then leading up to the formation of Blink-182, and then of course everything that comes with that, the fame, the anxiety and depression that he's faced his entire life, and of course you also get all of the juicy tidbits about the fallout with him and Tom, and the subsequent formation of Plus 44, and then of course the formation of Blink-182 with Matt Skiba, and then of course let's not forget talking about his struggles with cancer and what comes next after that. And so this is a really great memoir for anyone who is just looking to learn more about Blink-182, learn more about Mark. He is quite an inspirational figure. It's written very plainly but in a very relatable way. I actually listened to an audiobook format, which is fantastic because it is read by Mark. Yes, he's a little dry, monotoned, but you are hearing it from Mark's perspective, and I think that really gives you a lot of the nuance that maybe when you're reading it, you're not getting. And if you're someone who's really into pop culture too, there are a lot of great little moments in here about pop culture, because we forget that Blink-182 is huge in the pop culture landscape from the late 90s to the mid 2000s in particular. So there are a lot of great moments in here. For example, he talks about when they co-headlined a tour with Green Day, but they were the ones who actually were, closing out the tour, because at that time they were just the bigger band. Monetarily, pop culturally, they were just the ones. American Idiot hadn't come out, for example, so they were just the bigger band overall. And apparently, there were some issues, even though the Green Day acted kind of nice to their face, they kind of did things like they took too long to start their set, or they finished their set late, which meant that they would have issues getting their set done on time. And there's little, microaggressions that happened on tour, fun little things that you may or may not have known about. And I highly recommend this book if you are interested in checking it out. If I had to give it a rating, our rating scale here on Emo Kids Anonymous podcast is going to be our Roar podcast. How many roars does this book get? And so I think overall I'm going to give this 3.5 roars out of 5. It's honest, it's true, and I highly recommend everyone pick this up. So that is our first edition of Emo Kids Anonymous book club. If there are books that you have read that you want me to review on this channel, let me know, and I would be happy to pick them up if I haven't already read them and do a review for them. But I'll be, doing these once or twice a month, so be on the lookout for them. They'll be on wherever you get your podcasts, so on Spotify, Apple, and then of course we'll also be throwing it up on YouTube as well, and also on our TikTok. So thank you guys so much for watching us today, listening to us today, and everyone have a great rest of your day.